Hello, everybody. I'm going to do this in one take and one take only. I don't care. I'm just gonna record it, upload it, and call it done. First of all, I'll answer the question, why didn't you do this before? Because of two reasons. One, I was having the worst time in my life dealing with the loss of loved ones, and I wasn't in a good mental state to talk to anybody. Fainted, went to the hospital, got depression meds, whatever. You don't really care about that. But second and most importantly, I wasn't in the mood to talk to mentally ill people on Twitter. If they decide to take things from Twitter to video form, even more of a reason to not do so. That's why. I've been holding this in for over 3 years now because I wanted to worry about myself, about my mental health first. These backstabbing snakes making video at the time, some of them knowing that I was mourning, still decided to throw the punch. And one of them even went as far as to blatantly lie, bringing up something nothing to do with this issue, but I'll get to that later when I'm done addressing this. I figure neither me or my audience cares about a Twitter post really, what it has to say about me without any insight, basing their opinion on some random post someone talking about sexual abuse or grooming with my name on it, taking it at face value. Some of you also say talking about it just brings more awareness to it. Well, guys, sorry, but this has reached a point where I sadly have to step down to the level of these cockroaches and consider taking legal action for how ridiculous and outrageous the accusations have been. Hard pill to swallow for some of you here. Being under 18, 15, 14, whatever, doesn't give you the right to be disgusting, sexual, and inappropriate around people and then blaming the adult next to you for not stopping you. I'm not your babysitter, much less your damn parents. If you didn't learn what was the weight of your words, well, too bad, don't pin it on me. It may sound to me a bit aggressive, but I'm livid. I'm defending myself because it's become socially acceptable to punch up just because someone has a big following. People that want to drag me down maybe do so because they think they're below me. So let's start. Let's say we have someone on social media and thinks, how can I make people listen to what I have to say? Oh yeah, this person said the word X that one time, that let's call it sexual assault because otherwise no one would care, right? You have to add some buzzwords that make people look at it and say, wow, really? Grooming, sexual assault, sexual abuse. For those people using these words loosely and so lightly, you are the reason these words lose their value every day, and it takes away from people that have actually legitimately suffered from it in real life, which I can give testimony to. That is one of the worst feelings. I've experienced it myself when I was like about 10 years old, when a disgusting man stood behind me and started touching my body when I was alone playing nearby my house. Thank God that person's behind bars now, rightfully so. But not everyone has the same luck. There are women, men, and children alike suffering from this kind of assault every day. But instead, a lot of you choose to go for the low-hanging fruit, that is picking a well-known name like myself, take the opportunity that everyone is in the bandwagon of Camila Bad, get some Discord screenshots and use it to plaster it all over some thread on Twitter to ruin the life and reputation for no other reason that you needed attention or you feel you were wronged and wanted to be heard at all costs. So let's see the damn thread everyone's giving so many likes to. We start. And let's pay attention here to the word, to the first line. Camila Cuevas sexually abused me. My name's there first. She is going to every length to deny this, as well as deny all the actions of her defending predators. I was the mother as a server. We want to once again talk about my experience. Of course, I'm denying all the accusations as if it was a bad thing. Of course I'm gonna deny it. I didn't do crap to you, ever. If anything, I consider you a friend. And if your memory fails you, when I realized my inaction in the past regarding the Veer situation, and I went personally to you and apologized to you for having taken so long to do something. Now, here. Clarify, during this time I was 12, 13, being exposed to unethical content, as well as normalized behavior within the server, would often react to things sexually in a way of shock humor, usually in reaction to Camila posting art animation progress. You mentioned being 12, 13 years old, being exposed to NSFW. Not by me, by whatever source you say you had. I had no idea how old you were, by the way, at the time. If you said it in chat, I pay no mind to it. Asking someone's age wasn't in my list 5 years ago or so. It didn't matter to me. All I wanted was to share my art in the server, nothing more, nothing less. I don't know who showed you that, but that's because you normalized it. You talking about your huge PP and how it'll destroy galaxies for how excited you were about the animation I made. You said it yourself, you did it for shock humor. And it worked. It was funny. Everyone laughed. I'm asexual, so I don't think nothing more of a PP joke more than, ha, funny. And before you start misinterpreting me again, no, I'm not using sexuality as an excuse or anything. I'm simply pointing out that's why I didn't really care how you express your enjoyment, as it didn't have any other connotation to me other than, wow, you were seemingly enjoying yourself, very excited. And here's where your BS starts, okay? Let's go to this screenshot here. Camila stated on numerous occasions that she enjoyed this and will continually encourage this behavior of talking about her art sexually, playing into it herself. In this screenshot, she talks about making the people in her chat and in her chat consisting of minors feel no not November. Hey guys, that's me. Whoever you're gonna fill and this wasn't out of the blue. No, like, I didn't say your thing was throbbing every day and you yourself making jokes about it all the month, and I said that since you were apparently also joking about it. Thought a little harmless irony wouldn't really, traumatize you in some way. It gets funnier though. Next screenshot. Here is a little example where I reacted sexually to a drawing Camila made, talking very explicitly, and Camila encourages it, saying it makes her happy when I talk this way. But let's see it, right? So first we start with you saying your pee-pee is throbbing, someone reacting, oh my gosh, saying that you're about to shred it, holy, what did I say? What did I say in this screenshot? Lol. You say this is proof of me encouraging your sexual comments? No, I'm not. Are you blind as well? How many times did you speak about your peeping that screenshot alone? All I did was say, lol. That's encouragement? Am I pointing a gun at you? A freaking lol-shaped gun for you to say crap like that? Piss off. Second screenshot. Starts with me laughing because of something, probably because you were talking about your genitals again in 5,000 different ways prior to this reaction, which again I just thought it was funny. So it sure is a big exaggeration for a bunch of lines that move. Then you spam all the keys you had in your keyboard, and that's really funny to me. I'm laughing because freaking I don't know, I just thought it was a funny big exaggeration for all that. After spamming all those keys, that made me happy. Seeing people lose their minds over some dumb drawing I made, because it seemed to me that it meant you liked it. I always mentioned how I love getting reactions out of people with my art. I particularly enjoyed the spam because it was funny. Certainly funny that your PP jokes. That's what I'm replying to. That's what I'm saying. That it makes me happy. Okay? Now, also know that it's not only me reacting to that behavior. Freaking everyone that saw you speaking like that reacted the same damn way. As you said, shock humor. Are you saying they were all encouraging you to keep it up? If so, when does the thread drop for those people? I want to know. I can't be the only one, right? And, wait, no, they don't have a channel with a million subs. They haven't been publicly humiliated before, so it makes more sense if you single me out, right? Let me freaking drink water for this. Okay, next one, and this is where I started to get angry with your wording. You say Camila here talks about my genitals directly, which shows that she didn't just let this happen, she was an active participator. The other image also shows her encouraging this behavior further. Alright, let's see. We have, that's not me, by the way, that's someone else talking about it. Weird emojis. And here's me saying, we gotta make a book where we describe in detail all the amazing things Dark's PP has done, from destroying a building to creating and destroying a universe. Now, wow, did you hear that? I said PP. Goddamn unforgivable. I can't believe I typed PP in front of a minor. You're probably traumatized from it. I'm sorry about that comment. It's just that right before and after you were talking so much about your PP growing so big that it would destroy existence itself, I thought it was funny to mention it as a joke. Alright. Next screenshot. Oh fudge. Is it this one? This one. Freaking lost it and all this stupid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Here we have. I'm responding whatever, right? Not even talking to him. And here Dark goes. I must say, the nut I busted when I saw that scene today did remind me of Pearl Harbor back in the days. And I say, I'm glad you returned to your old self for a second there. It was a 10 out of 10. Now, I believe at this time you have stopped overreacting to what I posted. I missed the keyboard spam, and to me, you know, whatever you posted about your genitals was a weird way to express enjoyment. That's what I meant when I said you were your old self. I could care less about your genital jokes. You could be juggling with 3 toasters every time I posted something, and I would say the same thing if you had suddenly stopped showing that. But no, you cherry-picked screenshot this and said, how can I interpret this in a malicious way, and went for it. Now, there are 2 next screenshots talking about whatever, but let's see. What's 1? That's 2. Oh, well, you look at that. Where am I in here? There's nothing, there's no me. This is some other person. Some other person. Doesn't make sense. Oh, you meant that like I was there reading that and didn't step in? Sorry, I hadn't noticed the guy that thinks genitals are funny a bazillion different times a day had an issue with other people responding the same way. Especially when you voiced so much your concern about it, right? Sorry. I couldn't buy the crystal ball to read your mind. A year or so in the future, when this eventually made you uncomfortable looking back at it. The next couple of screenshots are the arty issue. Yeah, she had a server with NSFW about Betty. I thought it was just a fan club at first, but then when I was told there was NSFW in it, I bolted out. I got no interest in seeing seemingly children drawn in a sexual way. Now you comment that me and the other 2 groomers mentioned here made fun of you. You say she invited you to a server, blah blah blah. Me, Veer, and Candy were all made aware of this and used it as an opportunity to make fun of me in the chat. Let's see. So I said, first screenshot. What? For real? And why? I believe this is me replying to what Candy's saying. I wasn't even directing my words to you. Send a screenshot. Blah, not me. Not me either. Lamau. In response to Candy's exaggerated way to say exposed, and I assume you're saying, dang, was meant to be funny. In this whole interaction, I didn't even talk to you. You blind oaf. What the actual hell do you mean I'm making fun of you? Stop putting me in the back with all others, first of all, just because you want to shift focus to me, so that your claims can somehow convince people with room temperature are cute, that is true. Third screenshot. I'm talking to Skater, it appears. Then asking why you're simping over my pink OC. Then something, sentence is not even finished. And I react surprised to something. I pinged you at the end, probably to tell you something, I don't know. Fourth screenshot. I don't even appear here. So again, what the hell do you mean? I'm making fun of you. If anything, I'm inclined to make fun of you now for trying to pin this on me, but I don't want to take away from the seriousness of the situation you want to present in this thread. So let's keep taking it seriously. Now, you talk about us all grooming you, as in normalizing this kind of jokes. Already in there, and the others were doing it willingly. But hey, what a shocker. You talking about your pee destroying the Andromeda galaxy every day made me think it was normal too. I didn't know you were a 14-year-old at the time, and I'm not your dad to tell you what to do or what to say. I just wanted to post my art with you, whoever wanted to see them, and that's it. Next image. I shipped you with Candy, someone she believed to be an adult. Tell me, in all these screenshots from Candy, does she ever confirm her age? Not once did she say it. Not to me, not to you, certainly not in the chat. For all I know, she was freaking 2 children on a coat. She never said how old she was. At this day, I do not know how old she is. So your attempt here at trying to paint me in the bad light as if I knew about it is dumb. I'm pretty sure you took part in the joke, as did everyone else in the chat. Gonna make a thread about him too? Nah, probably get some more attention using my name. Lastly, your other tweets. These people did not care for my safety as a child. Camille Cuevas normalized and encouraged me to make sexual comments, made fun of me in situations where she should have intervened for my safety, and indulged commenting about my genitals. I normalized behavior? No. I didn't. Things were always this way from the start. I didn't decide it to be that way. The lot of you said whatever you wanted in what I thought were a group of friends trying to be funny. I did not encourage you. I did not make fun of you. I didn't indulge to you to do crap. Alright? Now here. It's thinkably become abundantly clear to most people that Cami defended groomers. There's hard evidence for that, but her actually being a sexual abuser herself hasn't been well known, and it doesn't help that she refuses to even acknowledge it happening. No, okay, so let's throw in the Cami defended groomers argument. People love that one. But no, I did not defend them. They tricked me into letting him stay for longer than he should have, since he attempted suicide for what I did. Freaking everyone else accused of grooming. After that, I banned permanently, immediately, and after we confronted them. Screenshots aside, because words are cheap, I think my actions prove quite the opposite. Did I act late? Yes. I've always said yes, and for that, I apologized. Even though I did it all those years ago, you can go see it in my community post. It's still there. I take responsibility for not acting in time. All the apologies I did, other than the public one, I did privately with the ones I could contact. So no, I did not defend groomers. Screw you and everyone else who is spamming it everywhere every day. Now this, me being a sexual abuser, over these cherry-picked screenshots that have no proof of it in them, because Lord, you did try to find a single screenshot of me mentioning you or other people's intimate parts, and there's none. You know why? Because I never did. I said pee-pee. Okay, next, me here. In recent Twitter posts, YouTube comments, Camila has lied about the situation, saying she had no involvement and was abused herself. For one, she was 20 plus years old for all of it, and as shown in this thread, she very blatantly indulged in sexual abuse. Oh my gosh. So, me lying about my involvement in your sexual behavior, once again, I'm not your damn babysitter. Pretty sure you have a brain and free will of your own to go out there and say and do whatever you want. You said you refused to acknowledge it? Well, here I am, telling you and telling everyone spreading this idea, you're wrong. You're doing it maliciously just to get on the bandwagon. Next tweet. Oh yeah, me lying about being abused? Screw you, man. Yes, I was. I know not you and other bunch of people hate me for saying it, but yes, I freaking was. Both in real life and online. I was also groomed since I was 16. I was deeply rooted in my mind. I never questioned it. I assumed everyone expressed themselves differently. Not because I'm about 20, it means I cannot get abused or manipulated. This isn't exclusively to people under 18. It doesn't minimize the trauma and struggle older adults who don't have the characters to stand up for themselves go through just because they're adults. And as demonstrated in this thread of yours, there's absolutely no proof of what you claim. You saying is true doesn't mean crap. Now this last tweet is the cherry on top of this circus you built. I don't know if this post has been, I don't know if I'll keep this post up, but the fact that she's able to post lies and so many people will believe it make me feel terrified. Let's focus on that, eh? She able to post lies and so many people believe it, it makes me terrified. Same to you, you hypocritic clown. Imagine accusing someone of something as huge as sexual abuse. Let me say it again, okay? Sexual abuse. Posting this dumb fire of an attempt at getting attention, or maybe you just wanted to punch something or someone for the things that happened to you. Well, sorry man, I'm not going to participate in your show, and I won't be yours or anyone else's punching bag. Acknowledge your own behavior. We all learned and changed our ways. I'm glad you stopped being weird saying stuff like that for shock humor, but I'm not gonna stay silent this time. I'm still recovering mentally from my own issues, but this is getting out of hand. Oh. There you go. Freaking congratulations. You got the attention you wanted. Freaking what? Let's see. 23k likes on Twitter. 1.4 million impressions. That's 1.4 million people have seen this. There you go. Congratulations. You know, slightly over a million saw this post. Well done, man. You did it. Enjoy the pity party you made for yourself. Enjoy all the I'm sorry Cammy did this to you. Can't wait to see all the other threats on the abusers though. Still waiting on those to this day. But not using my name this time, okay? Now, going past this dumb thread, I want to say something. Never once have I declined the fact that I took long to act on this, okay? I legitimately have no idea when I see some idiot go like, oh, take accountability, it's not hard to say you're wrong. My brother, I did all that 4 times in public, but it was so goddamn depressing to me. Every time I posted my genuine feelings, trying to shed light on why my judgment was clouded, because this person I thought that was my friend threatened me with suicide if I didn't allow them to stay in this channel. I felt a gut-wrenching anguish I do not wish upon anybody. This is not me victimizing myself, not in the way that a lot of you choose to interpret it as. I was this person's first victim. All the manipulation done to me for a decade, and consistently asking me for nudes ever since I was 15. I'm stating this as a fact, not for pity, just to explain my train of thought at the time. I am not excusing myself by saying that. simply shedding light on why I ended up doing the wrong decisions at the time and why it took so long to make it right. Let me repeat it louder, since a lot of you seem to be deaf on top of being blind. I am not using it as an excuse. I took long to act, yes. And it was because when all this was happening, I was also at my lowest I've been in my life. I watched the person I consider and loved as a father slowly die from cancer before my own eyes, taking turns every other night with my mom to stay awake and be there for him. I'm sorry I couldn't reply to your videos and posts at the time. I had something much, much more important to me to attend to than your nothing burgers. And that's another thing. You know all these people that made the videos at the time? You know, they are all in the same private Discord server of their own, where they gang together to make videos on someone specific and agree with each other to make them all at the same time and release them in a certain schedule. They'll go to any lengths to get what they want. They'll threaten to dox people, to threaten their families, all for some testimony out of extortion to add in their miserable videos. And no, I'm not talking about them doxing the offenders. By all means, fill out police reports all you want. Get them behind bars, hopefully. But when you do it to people that was merely a witness or didn't involve directly themselves with it, I think that's a bit questionable. Maybe even a bit illegal in my opinion. But that's not neither here or there. I just want to say, to all of you who made videos about this, first of all, you're all scumbags. Here's something for my own satisfaction. I did not, and I will not, watch any of the videos you made and will probably make about me, because I don't need a bunch of clickbaiting idiots to tell me what I did, so screw you all. You're literally making a living out of making videos like this and take advantage when there's a fuzz about topics like that. To all of you watching, whether you despise me or are neutral or are here because of my content, if you look on YouTube or any social media about this grooming issue, where the abusers who did the grooming, the abusers who were purposefully and maliciously inappropriate, like there, etc., please tell me which one of these videos do not have my name on it. Go ahead, look it up right now. Which ones don't have my name on it? So far, I have never read a title that did not have my name. That's because it gets you to click it. And to make it better, these people go out of their way to draw a cringe-worthy thumbnail with me looking evil behind the shadows to sell it even more. Very objective, you guys. Really show you want to do right by the victims. Everyone focuses on the public face in the front line, as if that's gonna help freaking anyone. Why not attack the abusers? Why not add their names in your videos, right? Why not try to attack them? They're the ones who deserved a police report. They're the ones who deserved all the insults and absolutely most definitely all the videos. But no, again you go for the low-hanging fruit of big YouTuber equals bad. And good lord, it's easy to fool people with a narrative. This is not a black and white situation. It isn't a two-dimensional argument. If you think it is as simple as pointing fingers to one person and call it a day, I'm sorry, you're wrong. Fuck. Yeah, it took me a lot longer than it should have to act. I'm not here to downplay my inaction. I know that. I've said it time and time again, the same thing, but how did people respond? Wow, your apology sucks. You're not sorry, you're playing the victim. And I went ahead and gave in to their demands and deleted it, and I made a different one, which was met with the same damn thing. Wow, you're a liar. You're disgusting. I went as far as to make a video trying to explain my point to you, because written apologies weren't working. They all sucked apparently. Mind you, I did not name this video an apology because it wasn't one. The apology I made regarding what happened in the Discord server is still to this day in my community tab all those years ago. But guess what? People told me that other YouTubers picked this video that I made and slapped the word apology on it. And went as far as to say that I took advantage of mourning for a loved one to victimize myself. To all of you who did that, you really are the lowest of the low. How miserable do you have to be to always assume the worst on someone you've never met in your life and dehumanize them for clout? absolutely disgusting. And again, I'll repeat it for the idiots who are still whining about my apology not being there. I already did. I apologized not only in public, but in private as well, with those who deserved an apology. Because from all of you watching these videos, from reading or getting this issue and be present as a spectator, let's be real, you don't deserve an apology for being groomed. You deserve one from me not taking action sooner. Yes, which I did years ago. So why are we acting like I never did? Did the videos mention it? Did the threats point that out? Does an apology have a goddamn expiration date, which makes it invalid after a certain amount of years? Do I have to get on my knees, head on the ground, and apologize every month? Hell no, piss off, you're not a pope that I need to confess my sins to every Sunday. I learned from Twitter that you cannot reason with a person out of a position they did not reason themselves into it in the first place. Seeing so many things out of context, I want to say that in my family, at least here, we do a lot of sarcasm and irony-based humor. For example, I thought it was irony I thought irony was for smart people, and it was wrong of me to assume others would understand such things. Like when I spoke about, let's see how this person destroys the galaxy with the power of their PP. That's a joke. That's me being ironic. But no, let's take it seriously for whatever reason. It looked good in the thread. And talking about unreasonable. Remember at the beginning I said I wanted to mention someone that blatantly lied, bringing up something nothing to do with this issue when everything was happening? Well, here it goes. Let's talk about Jael Penalosa, known as Jackie, alright? First, I'm gonna start by saying I have absolutely no ill against her. She's an incredible artist, a talented animator, and I legitimately wish for her and her husband to be happy and succeed in what they want. I believe in something called karma. When all this issue about people trying to connect me to groomers started, when I was depressed AF and everyone bought a ticket for the Cami Bad show, you, Jael, went ahead for the backstab on Twitter and made this thread about me being a bully to you. Remember, I'm pretty sure the audience remembers years ago on Tumblr especially, when we both took part in some banter against each other, throwing insults left and right, to you to me. I think my Chilean comrades would understand. Friends usually just insult each other, in good faith. If you trust the other person, of course. Moreover, if you don't like to take part into that, then don't. Or even better, how about you voice your concern? How about you say, hey, this actually doesn't feel right. Can we stop doing that? Of course I would have stopped if it made you feel bad. Not only you never told me that, you kept doing jokes, showing absolutely no signs of discomfort. If anything, it seemed like the both of us were enjoying it. Did you want me to freaking read your mind to know that you didn't like it? No. Instead, you waited a few years. But better later than never, right? You came to my house, personally. We even have a witness that was there. And you finally made me aware of your feelings. That you didn't like this banter of ours that we had, and that it made you feel bad. What did I do? I apologized first. I promised to never put you in that situation again, and I asked, why didn't you say so before? We were friends, right? If something bothered you, I expected you to tell me, but whatever. I was glad you did anyways. I was happy for you for being brave to speak out about something that was bothering you for a while. So much that we hugged. A legitimate embrace we had there, promising to you to never do something like that again, and begging you to let me know if any of my behavior annoyed you so I could correct it. I know you were very sensitive. As to not stress you, I didn't DM you or talk to you about it afterwards. Figured if you wanted to tell me something, you would. So, if we did that, what the actual hell happened? In your thread, you accused me of basically forcing you to partake into the insults fight, and that you never liked it and I bullied you or whatever. Freaking what, Jael? Did we not talk like that? Did we not quite literally hug it out after talking about it thoroughly? Are you gonna deny we ever did that? In my house, with someone we know that saw it happen too? Why didn't you mention that? Didn't you say that we as adults talked about it and, sorted it out? No. Instead, you wait until everyone started making videos and posts about me to do this thread of yours. Not until everyone was so convinced I was a bad person that me being the bully was probably true. Why would you be lying, right? What a low blow. Why not talk to me? If something was still bothering you, we had our DMs. We could have talked it out how we did before. I guess you wanted people to feel sorry for you. Maybe you just wanted to add a fuel to the fire and get even more people to believe things about me that I'm not. You blocked me on Twitter first, and then you made your post. I didn't even know you did your thread until I started to get freaking insults and death threats for hurting poor defenseless Jackie's feelings, who was bullied to no end by evil Camilla. Guess the hug and apologies never happened. Why mention any attempt I did at making you feel better? Why mention how good of a time we had watching movies, playing games, sleeping under the same room, brainstorming about other projects, supporting each other's art? Nah, these things never happened according to you. It's always been a one-sided bullying. It was making you feel bad, sure, but tell me. It's true when they say that betrayal hurts because it doesn't come from your enemies. When it comes from people you thought were friends, it's when it really stings. I really hope your Underverse project does well. I hope your future projects do well. I was gonna say I was open to talk about it, but I think I'm done trying to reason with fake friends. I legitimately hope that I am the first and the last person you do this to. I hope you learn to speak to people if something makes you uncomfortable and talk about it how it should be. Twitter's not gonna be there to be your shoulder to cry on your whole life. I really hope you succeed in anything you set your mind to. Sadly, this is where I say goodbye to you. I was deeply hurt by this stunt of yours, more than you imagine. But you didn't care about that when you posted what you said. I'm just disappointed. I'm still willing to pursue legal action nationally and internationally, but that's on my own private time. Whoa, crap! That was a long video. Unless people accuse me of being the freaking incarnation of the Antichrist, I don't think I'll ever make a video about this again. My channel is for animation, art, and drawings. I'm not willing to make it a circus like other people. Also, just like before, I'm not gonna watch a damn thing other people do or say about me. I know what I did. I know what I did not do. I know that I apologized, and I know that the changes I made as a person to better myself. I'm not gonna listen to some wench using a dumb avatar and speak about me as if they knew who I was and the intentions I had, talking about X and Y. Feel free to waste your time trying to convince people of me being something I'm not today. I'll go work on my animations and my big projects coming up. If anyone wants to keep harassing me about this, screw you, I'll block you and move on with my life. Hopefully you find one for yourself someday. Now, I'm assuming a lot of people are gonna watch this, so I'll take the chance to promote a charity stream I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. You may or may not know, in my country, Chile, there's currently going a big catastrophe going on. Wildfires have taken over entire villages, brought them down to just ashes. People have died inside their houses for not being able to escape the flames, and some even died inside their cars, stuck in a traffic jam, not being able to run anywhere. It's by far the worst and most devastating fire we've ever faced as a country, and I know that even if it's a grain of sand, I want to do everything I can with what I have to help. I know someone personally that lost their house, all of their belongings. They just ran away with the clothes they had and nothing else. They came back to their house, total destruction. Everything was lost. All the money I can collect will be donated to him and their family. I will post proof of every single one And I'm also going to put somewhere here the numbers and donations to the firefighters, or the Techo Foundation, which also dedicates themselves to help people in need that need houses. If you're Chilean, it's even easier because you can use your own bank account to donate directly to any charity of your choosing. I'll post the proof of all the donations, making it through the families in need. And that's about it. I'll go play Valorant or something. Have a good day or night, whatever. And see you in the next video. Hopefully, a happier one. Bye.